Hallo liebe Leute und herzlich willkommen zum ersten Video von Call of Cthulhu. Fragt mich nicht, wie der jetzt richtig ausgesprochen wird. Cthulhu. Man weiß es nicht. Ja, das Spiel zu H.P. Lovecraft. Geschichte. Roman. Keine Ahnung. Bin auf jeden Fall sehr gespannt, weil es gibt ja mittlerweile auch Sinking City. Ist ja, glaube ich, auch von H.P. Lovecraft. Fadenkreuz an, aus. Ja, neues Spiel, leerer Platz. Und dann geht's ab, die Geschichte. Etwas Pire, aus dem Ersten Weltkrieg. Er trinkt seine Hirn und Alkohol und Schlaftabletten. Oh, läuft. Okay, klingt ja schon mal sehr schön, wenn man schon so anfängt. Privatdetektiv, bald keine Lizenz mehr, nur am Saufen. Typische amerikanische Geschichte. Ah, Boston. Passt. Wahnsinn betreten. Ja, dann betreten wir den Wahnsinn. Ah. H.P. Lovecraft. Ich weiß nicht mehr, was der Typ richtig heißt. Bestimmt nicht Hans-Peter. Was direkt auffällt ist, grafisch ist das schon ein bisschen hinterher, muss ich sagen. Ich habe mir dazu keine Kritiken etc. angeguckt, durchgelesen, was weiß ich. Ich hatte Bock auf ein Horrorspiel, so ein Thriller, irgendwas. Und ich bin mal gespannt. Ich finde auch die Geschichte von H.P. Lovecraft echt geil. Ich habe ein paar von gelesen. Habe ich auch gelesen, zumindest zum Anfang. Und ich bin gerade irritiert, ich weiß selber nicht, was ich hier gerade mache. Also ich laufe einfach nur ein Stück durch die Gegend mit dem Hai hier. Das ist aber keine Tierschutz hier. Wenn wir das heute machen würden, dann würde es Anschlüsse kriegen. Haie Köpfe von ihnen lassen. Ja, gespannt. Solange das Spiel geil ist, kann man über die Grafik hinwegsehen. Ich würde auch gerne PlayStation 1 spielen, so ist das nicht. Das Spiel uns an Händen. Manche Gegenstände anmachen. Okay. Also brauche ich aber erstmal eine Lampe. Oh, sehr schön. Das. Oh, das ist richtig schön düster, dunkel. Jetzt dann. Oh. Kann schon echt so geil werden. Amnesia. Oder wie ist denn da dieses ganz alte Nummer? Dieser Station da, wo man rumhört mit den Aliens. Mit O, glaube ich. Oder P. Plague Tale nicht. Plague irgendwas. Ich glaube, das erste Spiel war im Schnee. War ziemlich nice. das dann da? Da liegt jetzt mal ein Pfahl. Oh.
What a putrid offering.
Ist ja nochmal nicht hier. Wollte ich ja noch einer. Nicht Free Willy. Doch, Free Willy ist das, glaube ich, mit dem Ball, ne? Viel Preis ja der Delfin. So. Nette Höhle. Sprengen kann er nicht.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Ja, okay. Oh. Sehe ich eine Flosse? Ja, dann Stein. Ist ja schon mal sehr, sehr vielversprechend hier. Nicht.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Was? Nein, Whisky ist geil.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Ich finde es immer cool, wenn so an Wandsachen auch Sachen sind, die man so lesen kann. Wentworth United States Detective Agency. Und nicht aber nur so Krisselkratze.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Kauft die
I wonder why I still take these things.
Schön. Ein Schluck nehmen? Nee. Den trinkt man lieber nicht.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Entwicklerteam Peers. Entwicklerteam Peers. Oh ja, sehr schön. Wenn nachts Stimmen zu besprechen will, dann will ich nicht mehr Sorgen machen. Darkwater. Einwohnerorte. Hinweise, Inventar. Was? Bataillon. 18. 7.10.18. 1918? Das ist schon ein paar Jahre her. Oh nee. Oh nee.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. Was kann ich da? Redegewandtheit. Ist gut. Okkultismus. Medizinkunde. Immer gut. Psychologie. Stärke. Einfach mal von allem was. So. Ja, komm, ich habe überall 2 außer da. So. Fertig.
Thank
Passt.
you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat
Die
inebriate?
Grafik ist halt echt
If
nicht
you
gut.
come to me,
Oder heißt nicht gut, aber schon ein
it
bisschen
means
zurück
you're
hinter den anderen Spielen.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an
Hast du
old
Outlast
fool.
2 überlegt?
Sarah, my
Oder
little girl,
Outlast?
she is dead.
Was
Even
schon
you
besser?
must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
the painter. Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof,
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
what am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
Aber das Vieh kennen wir doch, das kennen wir doch aus dem Traum.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Okay.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
Was stimmt die ganz und gar nicht. Irgend so ein Kult hinter wahrscheinlich hinter.
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Buch.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. I used to be an avid reader. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Ziemlich gebildeter Typ war, oder war's?
I should get rid of all this stuff.
Nein, wir werden jetzt keinen Schluck trinken. Mhm. Mal Chips. Lecker Nachos. Keine Ahnung, ob man das Gekau im Video hört. Nachher. Aber Pech. Nachos sind geil. Okay, Ladezeiten sind
We're almost there.
Gar nichts. Da. Call of Cthulhu oder Cthulhu. Keine Ahnung.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Sieht auf jeden Fall sehr einladend aus hier. Richtig schön. Familienurlaub ist geplant.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a
Alter, der
sign.
war ziemlich machtig.
There's
Ja.
something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. The cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to...
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're...
What could have done so much damage?
So.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Okay, dann gehen wir erstmal zum Captain. Da ist irgendwas. Eine Laterne. Können wir nicht aufnehmen. Sollen wir erstmal mit dem Captain dann bequatschen, wenn er schon so viele Sachen hat. Was geht?
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Cat. Na, da stehen noch zwei hier rum.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Ein Klau. Mal ein bisschen umsehen. Was für eine Bude, ey.
Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
War wohl seine, wa? Oh, ich habe Medizinkunde vorgestellt. Sehr schön. Kann das aber zusammen, warum die alle so rauchen und die grün leuchten?
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Wahrscheinlich auch.
What a macabre souvenir.
Was ist denn das?
What a macabre souvenir.
Dann Wahltöter. Also ein Knüppel, den man auf dem Bier zimmert. Keine Ahnung, ich bin kein Angler.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
War der hingelegt? Am Tisch? Ah, da.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Sehr vieles ist geschwert. Wie schnell ist er denn jetzt mal gerade weggerannt? Ach da. Mein Gott, ist das schön hier. Diese herrlichen Klippen. Der Einlander. Leuchtturm. Das schöne Schiffsrad zum Erkunden. Möchte da jeder Typ gleich hier tauchen gehen? Halt, also.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Dauert Typ vorstellt.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them. I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But,
Okay.
you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Oh, wir haben schon weitergezogen.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't...
What could have done so much?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Zieh mal her rüber.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
No.
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots.
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay.
You could tell me.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Oh, hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Tolle Einstellung.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Ah ja. So, liebe Leute, ich würde sagen, ich beende nochmal das Video. Alter, der ist ja ganz schön übrig geworden. Ich hoffe, euch hat es bis hierhin gefallen. So, sehr schön hier. Seid, ich bin mal gespannt, was hier gleich auch noch zum Tage kommt. Heißt gleich. Okay, was tut er jetzt?
Damnation, I broke it.
Wo ist der Angler? So. Ja, wie gesagt, seid gerne beim nächsten Mal mit dabei. Wäre richtig cool, würde mich sehr freuen. Und spielt hier. Dann wünsche ich euch jetzt noch einen schönen Tag. Bis dahin und einen schönen Video. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, dann lasst doch mal ein Like oder einen Kommentar da. Vergesst nicht, mich zu abonnieren, wenn euch meine Videos gefallen. Ansonsten wünsche ich noch einen schönen Tag. Bis dahin.